Nestled in the community of Dearborn, Michigan, is Greenfield Village. Sitting not more than a stone's throw away from the Henry Ford Museum, Greenfield Village is an open-air exhibition that encompasses 300 years of American history. Housing not only artifacts from the past, Greenfield Village also features functional farms, specialty tradesmen shops, and stores constructed in the style of ye olden time, and transplanted buildings that have some manner of connection to famous American citizens, such as the Wright Brothers Bicycle Shop, the home of Noah Webster, of Webster's Dictionary fame, and Thomas Edison's Menlo Park Laboratory. But there's a rather unusual rumor I've just learned about a particular building in Greenfield Village that warrants mentioning. Nestled in a thicket of trees near the rear of the property is a house that's designated as the Swiss Chalet, that is not open to the general public, nor is it documented as belonging to anyone of any historical significance. But from a story I heard online, it is supposedly the house that ushered one of history's greatest monsters into the world. According to the rumor, the Swiss Chalet is actually the house that Adolf Hitler was born in. To better understand why the hell Adolf Hitler's place of birth could possibly be sitting in the middle of a patch of trees in Dearborn, Michigan, one needs to know the nitty-gritty about the personal demons of one Henry Ford. Aside from being the founder of the Ford Motor Company, the guy who pioneered the American auto industry as we know it, and a collector of big and important historical treasures, Henry Ford was also a rampant anti-Semite. He refused to employ Jewish workers in his business, bought a newspaper called the Dearborn Independent to spread anti-Semitic propaganda, welcomed known Nazi sympathizers into his home, and became a highly respected spokesperson in regards to right-wing extremism and religious persecution. His newspaper also enjoyed some circulation in Germany, where like-minded people like Heinrich Himmler and Adolf Hitler took notice. According to historians, Hitler idolized Ford, keeping a picture of him on his desk and even giving him a shout-out in his manifesto entitled Mein Kampf. Of course, one of Ford's well-known examples of his anti-Semitic rhetoric is the booklet series entitled The International Jew, which was published through the Dearborn Independent and was cited by Hitler youth leader Baldur von Schirach as the book that influenced him and his friends into adopting anti-Semitic sensibilities. Ford's apparent Nazi sympathies led to him being awarded in 1938 the Grand Cross of the German Eagle, which was the highest honor that Nazi Germany could award to a foreign national. In the years just after the outbreak of America's involvement in World War II, Henry Ford would attempt to disassociate himself from any sort of Nazi sentiments and save his founder and car company by closing down the Dearborn Independent and ceasing all publication of the International Jew forever. While he did continue to subscribe to his anti-Semitic views for years to come, according to an acquaintance of Ford, he reportedly collapsed from a severe stroke after viewing the newsreel footage of the Nazi concentration camps in 1947, the last in a series of health problems that would lead to his eventual death that very same year. So now that we know that Henry Ford was practically a flag-waving Nazi, what about the notion that he would move Hitler's childhood home from Austria to Michigan brick by brick? Well, just walking around the various historic districts of Greenfield Village, we can tell that he made something of a hobby in regards to collecting buildings of some historical importance. So in the very least, it's possible that the Swiss Chalet is Hitler's childhood home, but what evidence is there to suggest that it actually is? Well, the main clue as to the Swiss Chalet's origins is the fact that the house is the kind of styling that Hitler's childhood home might have had, and that of the 100 plus buildings in Greenfield Village, it's the only one that isn't identified as belonging to anyone special. Now, we could take this at face value and just assume that the Swiss Chalet is just a regular, unassuming house belonging to no one of great importance. Or maybe it's evidence of some kind of cover-up on the part of Henry Ford himself, who wanted to have the house, but didn't want its true origins known to the public. Either way, there's no definitive evidence to prove one conclusion or the other, which is why this particular mystery will likely remain only a rumor on the internet. But with all the dark connotations aside, definitely give Greenfield Village a visit if you happen to be in the Dearborn area. It's pretty fun. If you like this video, please show your support by hitting the like button and sharing it with your friends. And if you're curious about my future content and want to hear more creepy stories, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you'll be notified when new content is uploaded. Until next time, have a lovely day, stay safe out there, and most importantly,
stay creepy.